So, uh, let's talk about Minecraft for the second video, because Minecraft is fun, and I like to play it a lot. So, Minecraft. What is Minecraft? Minecraft is a sandbox game in which you can do whatever you want. Literally. If you wanna get some mods and create an RPG style game with linear story and whatever, you can do that. If you want to enslave villagers, you can do that. If you want to speedrun the game and be done within 4 seconds, you can do that, or try to. If you want to do literally anything, you can do it in Minecraft. Someone even made fucking Hollow Knight in the game, which was crazy. Just Hollow Knight. Yeah. So, the thing with Minecraft is that I always liked to build cities in Minecraft. I always had this, at least one map, either on the 360 or on the Bedrock edition or on Java, where I built a city or town or whatever, something that people could live in, hopefully. I remember that in Minecraft 360, which was the first Minecraft edition that I got, for the Xbox 360, I used to have this one town, really, which was it had what are they called? You had walls around the city, and the town, really, like just a few houses. They were very well protected for some reason. I even had like an entire redstone circuit for giving them light and everything. There were gates and stuff that I did with redstone, and it was fun. I checked it out a few years ago because I wanted to just reopen the 360 edition to see what I got there, and there were some stuff. I'll have to move this. And yeah, it was a very, very cool city that I spent some time on. Let me do this first, actually. So, Minecraft cities, right? I always liked them, I always made them. Then, when I got into Minecraft Java, I started a city in a flat world, which I decided was gonna be of European style. Buildings and urban planning, really it was meant to be the most European city that I could make, and because of a lack of creativity and of a better name as well, I decided to call it simply Flatgrass, because as we all know, topographic names are the best because they describe, I don't think they're called topographic names, correct me for that, I am not entirely sure. So if you know the correct term, please correct me in this, but topographic names are the best because they describe what the city is like. And the city is in a flat world with grass. So it's flat grass. You see what I did there? So flat grass. It is a city which has existed for a while. I started building it in 2021, but its history goes down before that, I think. Yeah, it goes way before that. So on Bedrock Edition, I started in 2020 a city that I called Be Nice Villiers. That's what it was called. Be Nice Villiers. Is called because it still exists. It's still saved on my Xbox, and it is still there. So, Be Nice Villiers. What is that? It was meant to be a city at the beginning, which was, completely built with suggestions from other users. So I asked people on the Reservoir, which was the Discord server that I was at the time, hey, what do you want me to build? And for example, the owner of the server and also a friend of mine, Liquid Lake, he suggested like I build a museum, and then because he suggested a museum, I built a museum. Someone before him suggested that I build like a hotel, I think, and I built the hotel. And there was also a tower, which I also built, and whatever. There were lots of things that I built in that city. Most of them not recommended or suggested by other people, but just out of my own creativity, because I like building stuff and stuff. And well, at some point I created a district called Svenska District, which is Swedish for Sweden, I think, or Swedish as well. I don't know. Anyway, it was a code district which was built on top of what was at the time some sort of airport, which I like to design as well. I like to build as well. Since there are no vanilla airplanes in the game, and I was playing in Bedrock, I decided to do some sort of airport with elytras, whatever you call them. I'm gonna say elytras because that's what I'm used to. So, elytras. Yeah, an airport with elytras. You take your elytra and you fly. That's basically it. The thing is, it wasn't very a very fun airport, and it looked kind of shit as well. So I got rid of the entire airport, and I replaced it with the Swedish district. The Swedish district, as it was, Swedish. It gave me the idea of building an European district, an European style district. And what do I mean by European style? I mean literally architecture. It has to look like somewhere in Europe, so it has to, it must have European style buildings, such as that in places like Paris or Stockholm, Berlin, and whatever, London, Rome. So anyway, it was just meant to be European, and because of that district, when I moved to Java, I wanted to build an entire city which followed the European architectural style, or architectural styles. There isn't a single unifying European style. There are a bunch of them, like Gothic, Baroque, Neoclassical, and whatever. Neo-Roman. There are a bunch of them. Or New-Roman, something like that. Anyway, there are... Then I had the idea of creating a European city, and that's how Flatgrass came to be. and I've been building in flat grass since the 14th of August 2021, yeah, since 2021. It was originally a city that worked alongside Villiers, although Villiers was not in a flat map. It was actually kind of like a platform above the sea or something like that. Kind of like a Venice thing, you know? And I'm just moving this around. And because I'm gonna get the stuff from the kitchen, you have to give me a second there, real quick. And what else was I gonna say? Yeah, just I like European buildings. I mean, some of them are nice. The ones that I could see in Rome were really nice. And yeah, buildings over here as well are quite nice. London is also kind of cool, I guess. I'll have to move this, but before, let me get everything here. So anyway, I wanted to build an European city, European style, and without giving much thought to how cars could actually exist, because I kind of forgot that cities have cars. I just designed it as some sort of old city, old town. I went on doing roads as buildings came along. So if I made a building that was meant to be like a corner building, something on a corner, then a road showed up and filled that space, or sometimes an alleyway, was more organic in that sense. But since 2022, I started a new district, which was fun because I made an entire river to split the city in two. So there's the old part, which is called the I think it's Ritter district. Ritter actually being German Ritter, which I think is knight, something like that. I don't remember actually. I named that district like when I first began the city, so started building the city, so I won't remember it now. But it comes from German Ritter. I don't remember what it is, so just know that it is from German. And the other district, which was the new district, the new city, which was gridded and everything, and I've been building recently, is called Graham. That comes from the central station that I designed for it. I designed a whole train station called Graham Central Station, and I cannot lie to you, it is the single biggest, the largest building in that city. The most phenomenal, the most majestical, the most well worked on. It is one hell of a building, which isn't even complete yet. Graham Central Station is huge. It is actually big. And I have yet to finish it, but I've been building it since the last 2 years. And that's where the name Graham comes from. Though Graham itself has another origin, which is in relation to my boyfriend, but that's beside the point. Thing is, there's this new city, right? This new district, which is called Graham District, and I wanted to see, I wanted to do something funny with it. So I did something funny with it. I began building this really big building I began constructing it, and this building literally took an entire city block, an entire grid block of Grand District. It took the entire grid block. And the reasoning behind that is that sometimes here in Europe, some buildings will take the entire, I forgot what it's called, the entire grid, square, whatever. They will take it because it's cheaper or more efficient, really, for a developer or a construction company to build the entire thing in one go than to have a bunch of them building at the same time and having this distinct styles and everything, and it wouldn't be really, it wouldn't really match. So it makes more sense sometimes. And that was the reasoning behind this building. Just, the plot of land was entirely sold to someone, and this one person thought that designing the entire building in that one area, the one plot of land, would be more efficient than designing a bunch of them, which were different and whatever, like I did with the other grid block. Yeah, block, that's what I wanted to say, block. Is there anything else here? I don't think so. There's the grid block, and I built the entire building right there, covering the entire block. And it unironically, like, sure, with a bit of a procrastination involved in the middle, I took a whopping 1 year, 3 months, and 3 weeks to complete that building. I completed it 2 days ago. And it is insane, because currently it sits as the third tallest building in the entire city. Now the second tallest is Grand Central Station that I've mentioned before, but the first is a funny story. So, in 2021, in November 2021, I was in the reservoir. I had my friends there, and one of them, called I don't know, gave me a challenge when I told him about my city. He challenged me to build a building in London called the Shard. Now, if you know the Shard, then you know the trouble that would be. But if you don't, the Shard, or something, based on the Shard, of course, but the Shard itself, the building, the Shard, is 300 meters tall, I think. It is one of the highest, one of the tallest buildings in Europe. And yeah, it is, I think, the tallest building in the United Kingdom, which is crazy. But there it is, the Shard, right? So he challenged me to build a Shard, something resembling or referencing or close to whatever the Shard. And I've been building it since then. It is huge. It is the tallest building in the city. Until 2022, when I completed the skeleton of the building, kind of like the blueprint. No, the skeleton, really. When I completed the skeleton of the building, it went up to, and I am not joking when I say this, it went up to the world height limit at the time, which was, I think, I don't actually recall, but it was like at or really close to the world height limit, because there is a height limit in Minecraft to how tall you can build things, and It's I think 124. I don't recall it though. I really don't recall it, but it was close to the previous world limit because now worlds are really fucking tall. The Minecraft world is incredibly tall, so yeah, very fun. But you know, it isn't anymore the case. It isn't even. I think it isn't even close to the height limits. You know, the building height limits, but it was at the time. It was really close to it. So just crazy. And that's Flatgrass, really. It is an European style city, which I've been building for the last 3 years. And this is me, the owner of this channel, Cplex, telling you about it while I clean this home. Now, if you've made your way until here, first of all, madman, I don't know why you're watching 21 minutes of someone rambling about their Minecraft world, but I guess there's people for everything nowadays. And, oh, that's a spider. Okay. Die. I think that's it, okay. So anyway, well, I don't know why you're watching someone ramble about their Minecraft world for half an hour while they clean their home, you know? But once again, I guess there's people for everything. I literally watch, you know, those Momo guys. Or even, I watch worms eating food. You know, rotting food and stuff. I like to see that process. Call me weird for that, but you're also weird for watching 22 minutes of someone rambling about Minecraft. But anyway, if you want my socials as well, because I am an active person on the internet, I have a public art Twitter where I post art because I'm an artist as well. So when I draw something or whatever, I post it there. I also recently created a profile on Blue Sky. Link will be in the description as well. Yeah, socials and whatever. That was the kitchen and the rest of the living room as far as I'm aware. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.